Welcome. Today we're here with Mohammed Harakate, founder of Alternative Solutions. Thank you so much for having us, Mohammed.
Thank you.
Could you briefly explain what you're doing?
Well, Alternative Solutions is a green startup that I co-founded with my friends, which is a company that make wood floor, parquet floor, and wood walls from palm fronds, which is the renewable waste that come out from palms.
Okay, and how did you come up with this idea?
When I was in the faculty in my master's in the Faculty of Science in Tangier, I joined the NGO called Anaxis. That NGO helped us to go to many regions and try to find what are the social problems that these people have.
Okay.
And one of the problems that we encountered was the huge amount of waste from the dates productions. So we made many research and found out that there is a startup in Egypt that can transform these waste into wood.
Okay.
So we took actions and we started making our own prototypes.
Okay.
And that's how it started.
All right. So did you ever speak with the people in Egypt, or?
Yes,
Okay.
I even would visit them.
Okay. Okay.
I had to. At some point, we manually tried to transform these fronds into wood sticks, and it was very difficult, and we didn't have the techniques or the proper tools to wield it. So I talked to the co-founders, make many call conference. Then they had this big event called Rise Up Summit.
Yeah.
So I applied to it and got an invitation. So I visited them. They're one of my friends.
Okay.
We talk a lot because
Okay.
they're trying to fix a problem in their region, and we are trying to do the same.
Okay, wow. So you were still studying in university,
Yes.
and at the same time you were trying to get this project going.
Yes.
What did your family and friends think of that?
Well, my friends thought of me as a fool because I was a software engineer.
Okay.
And I completely changed out of course from development and software and all to social entrepreneurship. It was like huge
Change.
swift, yeah. I got my family's support because my father is an entrepreneur, so
Okay.
he saw me determined to this, and he did help me however he could. I got the support of my mother too, so.
Okay, so your family understood you, your friends said, oh, what is he doing?
Because at the time we were playing, having this small amount of this front and trying to transform them manually using small tools. It was like we were playing.
Yeah.
But for us, transforming these waste into wood and wielding it with our hands, it was like, this is wood. This is actually we can build something from this.
Okay.
We kept doing it until we succeeded.
So your friends thought, okay, he's just playing around. There's no machine, no factory. But for you, it was really testing whether this could work out.
For me, the feedback from my friend didn't matter because to me they didn't get the point. They didn't get why I was doing it. Yes, because the part of that social issue that we are trying to fix was behind the whole purpose, and the only thing the lucrative part, which is the money.
Yeah.
How are you going to live from this?
Yeah.
And it turns out you can live very well from it and still do goodbye.
When did you start this project?
I joined the NGO Anaxis in 2015. I started the project in 2016. And we incorporate our enterprise Alternative Solutions in this February 2017. So between 2016 and 2017, a whole year of research, trying and failing, investing money, going to the affiliate region, which is the part where palms grow, and it's like 800 kilometers between our faculty and
oh wow.
Yeah. So if you want to go there, you have to take our own weekends. Go at the night, 14 hours by bus.
Wow.
Get there, meet the population, try to get some samples, and go back to the factory.
Wow, so really conviction, you were all in,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said,
yeah.
let's do this.
Sometimes we're trying to convince our friends to go and take the trips. If we don't have time, and try divide and conquer. So
Yeah.
we tried it all.
Okay, very interesting. Then the people where you sourced the palm,
Yes.
this material from, what did they think of it? So you're coming from a university in the city, and now you're going there. What did they think about it?
One of the things that we've learned at Enaxis is when you are doing a need assessment in the region, you have to choose like someone with that group of people trust.
Yeah.
For us, was a friend of ours who lived there.
Okay.
So we talked to him about the project and get him to ask around, and he found a cooperative that's produce dates.
Yeah.
So we asked him to ask these people to gather for us some samples and leave them in the sun so we can come and process them.
Okay.
And from there was our first encounters with our
So you had someone that introduced you to build the trust and
it's the way we learn about social entrepreneurship, how we tackle this problem. And the first part was like we had to immerse the ecosystem there. We have to exchange with these people, know what their problems, because at the end of the day we are trying to solve a problem. Which at the time it's environmental problem, which is the waste, and at the other time it's the job opportunities that these people don't have all over the year, because they only work 2 months out of the whole year collecting the data. The palm owners get money from selling this, but other people that only get money from collecting the other way, they only do some small work all over the
Okay.
Yes.
So you're solving two problems: the environmental one
and the social,
and the social job creation. Then, did you set up a factory in the region now? Is the wood produced in the region?
It's in the making. We didn't make a factory, but what we did is we tapped out to cooperative that make dates, and we encourage them to recruit people to do the service of cutting the palm's waste and treating it for us and sending us to our workshop in the region.
Okay, and the workshop, where is it located?
Our workshop where we transform, it's in El Jadida.
Okay.
Because we couldn't make it there. We had to supervise it, and we don't live there, so it was so difficult for us to come and go.
Okay.
What we did is we divided the two chains of the production. The first chain, which was the supply chain of the raw material, which is done through cooperatives.
Locally.
Locally. And then they send us the waste, treated and ready to transform by our machines that we developed ourselves. We will get to that also. And in the workshop, we transform it and make the final products.
Okay. So now the palm waste, is it something that you cut the entire year? Does it have to be cut the entire year?
For the palm to grow faster and have a better harvest. 2 times of the year you have to cut the fronds.
Okay.
And you have to cut them at the exact time, and the number of the fronds have to be between 12 or 15.
Okay.
But to do that, it's expensive for the palm owners. So what they do is they only cut some of them and leave some.
Okay.
Then we come with a solution that we offer to the palm owners, the service, free service. We come to the palm owners or to the cooperative, and we say, we will take care of this waste for you. We will recruit people to come and take the waste and bring it to us. So your palm will grow faster, you have better harvest, which is the exact purpose of their business.
Okay, well. So for the palm owners it's advantageous. For the other people you create jobs. So they cut it, and then what do they do with it?
They cut it, they remove the leaves from the core, then they cut it into pieces, 50 centimeters per piece.
Okay.
They then try to leave it in the sun.
Okay. So it needs to be dried.
Yeah, dried.
Okay.
Dried, but not that much dried.
Okay.
So we have a process. Then they bring it to us by trucks. Yeah, to the workshop, and we have machines that I will show you some pictures.
That looks so good.
Yes.
Wow.
And it's not like any other wood. It has a unique look. So
Okay. Yeah.
Distinct from other woods. Yeah.
Looks beautiful.
That's one of the big advantages that we have.
Now you said you created your own machine. How did you do that? How did you come up with that? How did you finance that?
Yeah, at first, as I told you, we had to do all the tests manually at the faculty.
Yeah.
We had like small tools, wooden tools, but then we had to fasten the process. Like we had to transform 1,000 a day. We were at the beginning we were only
1,000 of these sticks.
Yeah, these sticks a day. Now we can do like 3,060, 3.5 thousand.
Okay, wow. 3,500 per day. Wow.
Per day. You have a machine that's like 6 per minute. Between 6 to 10 per minute.
Okay.
I will show you the machine after. And at first we were able to do like 2 to 3 per day.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Because we do it manually.
Yeah. Per day.
But the purpose was
3 to 6.
Yeah. But the purpose was to see the final. Final result, to have a prototype.
Yeah.
Then we contacted our friends in Egypt, but it was so difficult. We wanted to buy their machine.
Yeah.
We asked them to share the process with us, but they had many difficulties to collaborate with us because they weren't the only one working in the project. There were many people controlling the project, so it was very slow for us. So what we did is we used a concept which is called reverse engineering.
Yeah.
So we saw how it's done manually and tried to reverse the process and do it by machine.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's very easy to make this machine.
Okay.
When you know exactly what you want to make out of it. We did our first try. We built the machine, and it wasn't so good. It has many problems, but the second one was good.
Okay, wow.
We tried the first one for 3 months. Sometimes it transforms the 6 good, sometimes no, so we had to make some changes on the machine, and it was good. How we did make fabricate the machine is we took this small 6, we made a business model, we made the presentation, a pitch, and we go to some of the incubators. One of them, the first one who incubated us was the Inc., the Moroccan size.
Okay.
Yeah. And they incubated us with this small prototype and with this idea, and financed us to buy
So they took some shares in your company?
No.
Okay. No. So they just financed your prototype as a social service?
Yeah. When we validate the prototype, we go to them with this prototype and the business model. We had a lot of, they actually guided us with a lot of stuff, helped us to create our company and to reshape our model.
Okay.
Yeah. Then they even helped us to seek other finance.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, wow.
Up to date, we have fundraised like 750,000 dirhams.
Almost 750,000 dirhams.
Yeah, almost 1 million dirhams.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Only fundraising, no turnover, not from sales.
Okay, okay.
Besides sales, we did that.
Okay.
We have won the webinar from the World Bank.
Okay.
$20,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And how expensive is such a machine now that you built it?
The first one was like 51,000 dirhams.
51,000 dirhams. That's like $5,000 dollars or euros. Yeah.
The second one is 250.
Okay.
It produces much better quality.
250,000.
Yeah.
Okay, 25,000 euros or dollars.
No. $2,500.
Okay, 2.5.
It's cheaper.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, it's cheaper, and because we understood what we want.
Okay.
At first, we had like this big machine.
Yeah.
Now we made her smaller and faster.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
Very nice. So if we look at the economy, so you take something that was a complete waste product, that was just a cost for the palm owners.
They used to burn it
Okay.
to cook, but now they're using gas.
Yeah.
So
it's cleaner air, and you get this product. How, in the end, you have wood sticks. How do they compare in price to normal wood?
The wood stick, it's only a step from the process. The final product is, as I showed you, it's wood.
Yeah.
It's like wood.
Yeah.
So the price compared to parquet, we are like 3 times cheaper.
Wow.
Yeah, because
the wood board, your wood board is 3 times cheaper.
Solid parquet.
Yeah.
Solid parquet. No, I'm not talking about the linear one.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the solid one. The solid one, it's like 1.2 thousand dirhams, and we sell it as 400.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
So it's we have a good price for our product.
Yeah.
We are trying to make our price even cheaper with the linear one, because the linear one is very cheap. But we are trying to make our quality price is. Okay. To get in.
So you want to be the preferred wooden wood
Oh,
floor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we are preferred over the solid one.
Yeah.
But there are some people who choose the cheap one.
Yeah.
Was made with the paper and.
Yeah.
There is the cheap one. It's in French. It's contreplaqué.
Okay.
It's the contreplaqué.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a real wood because it's like it's not real wood. It's like the waste of wood.
Yeah.
They take it and mix it
with glue and other.
And paper and wherever they found, and then this table is made from, if you can see.
Yeah. I see.
It's not real.
Yeah. So you shared that your wood is cheaper than the solid wood, but it's still more expensive than the other ground floor.
Yeah.
Okay. By how much?
We are the double.
Okay. Well, but still, it's
But
much better quality.
The uses of that cheaper one, it's not because it's not real wood. If it's used in a place that it's gonna be, people will visit a lot, it won't work. It will break.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not real wood. With time, it will break.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yours more durable.
Yeah, solid wood in general. Solid wood, you can. If something happens to it, you can clean it and
makes sense.
Remake it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Now you have where to source the palm material.
Yes.
You have the prototype of your machine ready. It's working. How did you find your first customer for the wood, and who is buying it? How did you start the business side?
At first, we didn't have like the perfect idea to start with floor parquets. At first, we did furniture.
Okay.
And decor.
Mm-hmm.
And we done B2C.
Okay.
It's called business to clients.
Yeah.
Direct to clients, which was so difficult because we had to find many customers so we can sustain ourselves.
Yeah.
At first, we did a digital company, a digital market.
Like an online shop.
Online shop, yeah. When we tried to market our products, we made many models, furniture, tables, chairs, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we had some of the customers, which of course was from our circle, like friends, families, their friends, and we tried to encourage people to share our products and encourage them to buy. We did a small turnover from this, but it wasn't sustainable because we were spending a lot of money to transform this wood, and we were making a little. So it wasn't for us. We didn't have the financial support or the human support to reach that many people, or
to sustain the business. Yeah.
It wasn't possible. So what what we did is, as all the first small companies does, work directly with other companies. So for us, we worked with promoters.
Okay.
So, for example, a promoter have a project that he will build like 6 houses. So we propose to do the flooring, yeah, sometimes with walls, or the bedrooms, or the living room or something. And at first, we found our first promoter after a year of struggling. We found in 2018, we found our first promoter, and he encouraged us to shift from this B2C and from furniture into a product that can be used in his product.
It's standardized product, basically.
Yeah. And that's even helped us to reshape our model, because we were thinking making a lot of designs, making a lot of products, and trying every day to find customers. It's not the same as making one product and trying to find resellers or find promoters.
The complexity is much bigger.
But then we found our other challenge, which was the capacity. And we couldn't do like 80 meter per month.
Okay, and 80 square meters.
Square meter, yeah.
Okay.
And for us it was so big, because 80 meters square, we can see huge space per month, but for a promoter, it's nothing. You have to do like per one client, between 500 and 800 square meters per one client. To do that, we had to work like 7-8 months to deliver to one client.
So you were still very early stage. Okay, for B2C to get it going, but not for B2B.
Yes. The advantage that you have a client that are willing to pay you, but the problem is you can sustain their needs. And if you go to the market with this small capacity, you will die, because many people will come and ask for the product and they won't find it. So we didn't communicate about our product. We keep it slow and kept working with this one client for the past whole year. That's what we did.
Mohammed, you said that you have the customer, there is interest in the market for your product, it is cheaper than the hardwood floor, but the capacity in production is not yet there. What is your plan for scaling? What are your next steps for this business?
Well, sure, our product is cheaper than the normal wood, in pocket, but the thing is, this is a new product, and it has to earn its trust among the people that are using the package, which is mostly either architects or promoters. So for that, we found out our first customer who believed in us and bought our product, and he's been using it for a year. To gain the trust of others, the first step, as I told you before, is we did certify our product in Europe, in France, in a popular laboratory that gave us the ISO qualification for interior design. The second step was to build as many things, like to renovate as many houses as we can and keep them big. So after a year, 2 years, 3 years, people will come and see that they are still standing and good. So that is like actual proof. When they will see the product, is because the fear is the product is good, but we won't know what are the effects after.
Of course. So you need
to
show.
Here they have numbers, but people have to see by themselves. The third step was that we created a showroom, and we are inviting. It's going to be public soon, and we're going to invite all the ecosystems parties that are playing in this area, which is, as I told you, architects, interior designs, makers, and and designers, promoters, and we're gonna invite them to see for themselves and test the product.
Okay, to have an event. Okay.
Then we did seek finance. The World Bank had given to our national treasury money to reinvest in social
Enterprise.
enterprises. We were one of the first one who got this seed fund, which is $20,000, which is good, and it did help us to build the second machine actually and buy the certification, because we had to pay for the certification to get it.
Understand.
And the third part was to seek investment.
Okay.
We didn't meet with a lot of people, but the problem was we were small, young, so it's like we were taken by not that seriously.
Yeah.
You have a product, you have some numbers, but when you present to them your forecast and what you want to do in the future, they say it's so big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or this is dreams.
Yeah.
Especially when you're talking about millions of dirhams.
Yeah.
And the part was difficult for us. We had some investors who did give us some offers, but the problem was the social part.
Okay.
Because we want to make a workshop in the Dalat affiliate region where most of the people can go to and have job opportunities there.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the investors, they don't care about that. They only care about the money and what are the turnover of the investment they are making.
Yeah.
All in the numbers. But for us, we want the supply chain. We want to delegate it to cooperative. This cooperative will recruit many people, and they will gather under one roof, which is the center that we want to do.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, because for us, scaling our business doesn't necessarily mean big turnover.
Okay.
It means for us, it means mostly number of palm waste that we are recycling and making wood from it, and the number of sustainable jobs that we are creating, and transforming these people into young entrepreneurs that are thinking outside.
Okay.
We are delegating a part, which is
the production.
the supply of the raw materials.
Yeah.
The other parts we are still controlling.
Yeah.
For example, they're gonna cut the waste from the palm, remove the leaves, cut it into pieces, and we're gonna bring machine. We're gonna develop even smaller and faster machine, a cheaper machine for them that can be used individually. People at first can even use it at home and transform their own waste and bring the six into one place.
Collection point.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's gonna, and they will be, they're gonna get paid.
Yeah.
For this.
And then you
the
will
mother
do
can do it. The small book, everyone can use this machine.
Yeah.
And it's safe. The machine, it's not dangerous to use.
Okay. And
so
then
that's the end mind that's where I see.
Okay, but then the marketing and sales will be on your side.
At first, we were trying to transmit this reflex and this mindset of entrepreneurship a bit by bit.
Okay.
If you go one shot to them, they will get it and they will refuse it. But if you get a step by step, at first you will generate for them incomes.
Yeah.
Then they will trust you because you are generating. If that income is sustainable, then if you suggest other parts, for example, to them, you say, take it further. Now you're making the six, now join the six and make us the boards.
Got it.
And then, but we're also trying to protect our company. We're signing contracts with all of them. They can't work with other people because we're sharing insights, we're developing skills with them, we're training them, we're giving them materials, and so they have to also put in the table. They won't put by money, but they will put with effort and engagement.
So, to me, it sounds like the more social impact you create, the higher your revenue will also be, of course.
Yeah, there is a causality between these two. Investors don't see it that much because they think if we bring the raw materials and do all the thing at the workshop, it will become cheaper.
Yeah.
But we don't agree at that point, and we are still in negotiation.
Okay. Now, we are meeting you here at your new job at the foundation.
Yes.
How did this happen? You're an entrepreneur. Your business has a lot of potential to grow,
Yes.
but you chose to now take on a job in this foundation. What is your reason and rationale for this?
Well, at some point I used to gain my life from the company. Then when I did that, me and my co-founder, we didn't have a lot of money to take it further.
Yeah.
It's like we're just making enough to survive ourselves and paying the people that work with us.
Yeah.
So it wasn't gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
Unless we got funded from elsewhere,
which
has many terms that we didn't accept and didn't go with our beliefs and what we stand for. So what we said is we cut the salaries. Then we had a problem. We have to find a way to
survive.
Then the opportunity comes to me. I didn't look for it. It comes to me to take this job to empower people to sustain themselves, which is I used to do to alternative solutions. And the thing that encouraged me is that one of the cooperatives that we are working with, they are using wood, not any wood, recycled wood, from pellets and drop furniture and stuff. So what I'm trying to do is empower them to sustain their cooperative, and after that we can collaborate. I won't be worried about finding people to transform this wooden board into design. They're making beautiful designs, so we can try to make that in our products and see what's happening. It's taken more time than we expected, but well, you have to go through it.
You have a clear vision, and
either that, or you have to accept, or you have to sell yourself
to the investors.
Yes.
Okay. Now, final question: what would be your advice to other change makers or other people in Morocco that want to create social impact through business?
The first one is they have to believe in themselves. People, if you don't believe in what you do, if you have doubts, know that you won't succeed. For example, I wrote this book, and I think it's okay. Then it won't be a bestseller, for example. But if when I read this book, I'm always like, wow. That's when I see my products, alternative solutions, when I see the wood, I see, then no one is making the same wood in the whole country. And I see the background of it, which is all the social change that we are making and behind it. It's like has to succeed.
Okay, understand.
It has to. And I put myself outside the company and I try to take an outside look and I see this product has to. And one of the things is I always try to introduce my product to new people and see their reactions. And always their reaction is like, wow, this is actually good. How I do it is like, and I give them a board and say, what is this? And they try to guess. When they see that this is wood and the eco-friendly wood, I see the reaction, it motivates me. So you have to believe in yourself, try to motivate yourself every time, and you have to have the discipline to go the miles, because maybe you love what you do, but you are working 2 to 3 hours a day, 5. You have to
go all in.
At first, when we had like shipping the supplies, we woke up at 5 a.m. Do the logistics of ourselves, taking the waste from the trucks to our workshops ourselves. We got all cuts, our hands. We didn't have money to pay people to do, so we did it ourselves. I had my brother, my friend to come and help me sometimes.
Yeah.
So we had to do it whatever we have.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bad thing is you come and try to complain, I don't have. You just have to do whatever you
Yeah. Yeah.
and try to improve one step at a time.
Yeah.
If you see the problem at home, it's going to be very big.
Yeah.
And this is one of the most essential things that I learned in the companies. When you look at the problem, at the whole problem, it's big and you can solve it. But if you're trying to like divide it into small pieces, and you focus on one, keep the others. Even at a point, our product was terrible, the finishing was terrible, the joints was terrible, but we focused on one thing, which is the machine that gets us the things. Once we perfect that, we moved on to the next, and we kept doing this. Once you focus on one small thing and you do it, you can solve the whole problem. But we used to look at the whole problem. We need a lot of money. We need a lot of clients. You want to do it.
You need to focus on the one thing that you can control.
You can
take
control
it step
at
by
the moment,
step.
and it won't. For example, it won't take more than 1 week and 2 weeks at tops. You focus on one problem. If it's solved, it's good. If it's not, focus on another one. Leave it. Focus on another one. Then maybe at sometimes you will find a solution out of nowhere. It happens, but you have to try.
And you cannot do all these things if you don't believe in yourself and in the idea and inspiring.
A lot of days, to be honest, I wanted to quit. And at some point I did quit because you don't have money to live by, and at the time your family won't support you. They won't keep giving you money to survive and to spend on the projects. For them it's ludicrous to spend money on something that it won't work. So you have to deal with whatever you have. That's the mindset.
And your co-founder is still working on the project?
Yes.
Okay.
He's based in Egypt.
Okay. Wow.
Yes. What we're trying to do is he working during the week and I work on the weekends. I try to deal with partnership for furniture and
the sales side.
Apart sales, it's dealing with the cooperative that supplies us with raw material. Trying to inquire more investment opportunities, not investment opportunities for fundraising.
Wow.
Yes. Trying to find easy money to inject us in the project so we can
keep going and grow.
Yeah.
Mohammed, thank you so much for sharing.